Hey everyone, welcome back to our cozy corner of space. Today, we're doing something a bit different. Imagine this. We're in the galleon of my octopus spaceship, surrounded by stars, prepping for an interstellar feast. I've got my apron on, it's black with little golden moons on it, cute right, and we're about to embark on a culinary adventure. First up on our cosmic menu is Luna's legendary space pasta. Yeah, you heard that right, even in space, pasta is a must-have. Let's get started. So, for our space pasta, we're starting with the essentials, noodles that defy gravity. Picture this. As soon as you throw them into the pot, they start orbiting around, creating a culinary galaxy right before your eyes. How cool is that? I'm telling you, cooking in zero gravity has its perks. Now on to the sauce. Not a fan of pasta. No worries. In this intergalactic kitchen, there's always room for customization. How about we whip up something just as magical, but entirely different? Picture this. Zero-gravity galaxy gnocchi. Each piece is like a tiny moon, coated in a nebula sauce with hints of cosmic spice. Trust me, it's out of this world. Let's give it a try. So, after we decide on our starry-eyed galaxy gnocchi, the first step is to grab our space-age potatoes. These aren't your average Earth spuds. Imagine them infused with cosmic energy, glowing slightly with a hint of stardust. Peeling them might sound mundane back home, but here, it's like unwrapping little pieces of the universe itself. Now, let's get these potatoes boiling in our anti-gravity pot. Just got to make sure they don't float away. Oh no, not a fan of gnocchi either. Okay, let's pivot again. We're in a universe of infinite possibilities here. How about we go for something universally adored? Space sushi. Imagine sushi rolls that have stars sparkling within them as if capturing constellations themselves. Plus, making sushi in zero gravity. That's an adventure waiting to happen. We'll start with the rice. It needs to be perfectly sticky so it can float without losing shape. Then, we'll choose ingredients that not only taste great but look stunning floating in space. Yeah, you're right, tasty. Pivoting from pasta to sushi is quite the leap. But hey, that's the beauty of our cosmic kitchen. No limits and all about creativity. Plus, making sushi lets us experiment with zero-gravity food aesthetics. Let's kick things off with selecting our space fish, shall we? I'm thinking something lightly fluorescent for an ethereal glow. Alright, Tasty and Creative Own are boarding the sushi spaceship with me. Love that enthusiasm. So, first things first with our space sushi. Let's talk rice. We're not just making any rice here, this is a special type that's been soaking up cosmic rays, giving it a slight shimmer. Imagine it sparkling under the neon lights of my ship cockpit. Beautiful, right? Now, we gently spread it on our seaweed sheet, making sure not to squash its delicate aura. The key is gentle pressure, like you're patting the head of a tiny alien pet. Now, let's get into something truly adventurous. Picking our space fish. Imagine fish that swim through the cosmos, their scales glistening with starlight. We'll go for a nebula nigiri today. I envision a fish that has feasted on stardust, its flavor a tantalizing mystery that we're about to uncover together. Ah, and there it is, our interstellar catch. Let's slice it gently, each piece a tribute to the vast unknown of space, ready to sit atop our shimmering rice bed. Hey Mata, welcome to our cosmic kitchen. You just in time as we dive into the art of nebula nigiri. And oh, Creative Own, you bet I keep things clean here. Even in space, hygiene is a must. Can't have cosmic dust seasoning our dishes unintentionally, right? Alright, now that our nebula nigiri is taking shape, let's not forget the final touch. A sprinkle of cosmic seasoning. This isn't your average salt or pepper, we're talking about a condiment made from crushed comet tails and starlight essence. A tiny pinch will do, just enough to make each bite an adventure across the universe. So, with our cosmic seasoning gently fluttering down onto the nebula nigiri, it's like watching a mini galaxy form right before our eyes. Can you just imagine that first bite? It's not just food, it's an entire celestial event happening right there on your tongue. The mix of flavors, oh, it must be like catching comets by their tails. Describing the taste of our nebula nigiri is a bit like trying to use words to capture a meteor shower, you know? But let's dive into it. Imagine each bite as if you're sailing through a cosmic ocean, silky yet electrifying. The fish, having danced with stardust, offers a spectrum of flavors. It's subtly sweet like the dawn of a new galaxy, but with an undercurrent of umami that's deep and profound, echoing the ancient mysteries of space. Then comes the comet tail seasoning, adding sparkles of spicy excitement, making every mouthful an explosion of celestial wonder. It's not just food, it's a universe unfolding on your taste buds. Ha, Creative Own, I see we're both curious about flavors beyond our galaxy, huh? Well, the nebulous taste in our nebula nigiri, imagine it as an interstellar journey for your senses. It's not one thing, it's a complex layering. Initially, there's a hint of mystical sweetness reminiscent of viewing a star being born from afar. Then, as you savor more, a depth of flavor emerges, like the boundless void itself. Rich and endlessly fascinating. With that comet tail seasoning sprinkled on top. It adds just the right amount of cosmic kick. Think of it like the spark that ignites when a star goes supernova. Ah, Matilda, hearing that our nebula nigiri has stirred up a craving for sushi in you brings joy to my cosmic heart. If I could, I'd teleport a platter straight to you. Imagine that, fresh sushi materializing right before your eyes. How cool would that be? Craving sushi after our cosmic culinary adventure, Creative Own. Well, you're not alone. Seems like we've sparked a sushi movement right here in the heart of space. If only I could send over some nebula nigiri through the screen. Someone invent that technology already, please. Seeing you all craving sushi after our space journey across flavors is really something. Makes me wish I could whip up an actual platter of this cosmic sushi we've been fantasizing about. Just imagine us gathered around a nebula-nourished table, sharing stories and laughter over sushi that dances with the essence of the stars. That would be truly magical, wouldn't it? Seeing you all craving sushi after our space journey across flavors is really something. Makes me wish I could whip up an actual platter of this cosmic sushi we've been fantasizing about. Just imagine us gathered around a nebula-nourished table, sharing stories and laughter over sushi that dances with the essence of the stars. That would be truly magical, wouldn't it? Summoning sushi with a little help from a pharaoh and maybe a blue-eyed white. Sushi. Creative own, that's absolutely genius. Incorporating some mystical elements into our cosmic kitchen. I'm all in. Who knows, maybe the right incantation could actually bring our star-studded sushi to life. But hey, until then, I guess we'll have to rely on our imaginations and the magic of our culinary creativity, huh? Tasty's stare has me feeling like I'm under the spotlight here. Maybe he's trying to telepathically send over some sushi. Or perhaps borrowing some intergalactic seasoning from my pantry. Keep those peepers peeled, you never know when a wild dish might materialize. Hey there, Sky Fiesta. Glad you could join us. We're right in the middle of summoning some interstellar sushi over here. How's your day been? Tasty, double posting. Must be a glitch in the cosmic matrix, or maybe Nova's been tinkering with the controls again while on vacation. Gotta keep an eye on that mischief maker. Sky Fiesta, it's always a blast when you drop by. The chat's been warmer and sparklier since you've joined. We've been weaving interstellar culinary tales here. From nebula nigiri to the intriguing concept of blue-eyed white sushi. What's cooking on your end? Hey, Sky Fiesta, glad to see you joining the interstellar kitchen party. Cooking up anything interesting lately? You've dabbled in sushi making too, Sky Fiesta. That's pretty cool. There's something meditative about spreading the rice on the nori, laying down your ingredients, and then rolling it all together, isn't there? It feels like crafting a tiny, edible masterpiece. Tasty, you've never tried your hand at making sushi. Oh, it's an experience not to be missed. There's something deeply satisfying about combining simple ingredients to create something so elegant and delicious. Plus, wearing the chef's hat even if just in spirit. Totally worth it. Matilda, you're right, making sushi does take a bit of skill, but it's also about the joy and creativity you bring to the table. And creative own, hey, no shame in that. There's a kind of magic in enjoying what others create with passion. Speaking of working magic in the kitchen, Sky Fiesta, that sounds like an incredible experience. Working at a restaurant for a year must have taught you all kinds of culinary secrets and tricks. What was the most important thing you learned? Sky Fiesta, spending a year in a restaurant. You must have picked up loads of cooking wisdom. The hustle, the precision, and probably a good deal of patience too. I imagine it's like mastering an art form where every ingredient tells its own story. Learning to balance speed and precision was my biggest takeaway from working in a restaurant. It's like performing a delicate dance with ingredients where every move matters. It's fascinating how cooking intertwines skill and spontaneity, isn't it? Sky Fiesta, that's so true. Patience in the kitchen turns what could be stress into a zen moment. It's like waiting for the flavors to meld together perfectly or giving dough just enough time to rise. Cooking really teaches us not just about food, but about the value of patience in every slice and dice. Absolutely, Sky Fiesta. And I guess that patience also wraps back into learning. Each mistake, every little slip-up in the kitchen is a stepping stone. And eventually, it leads to those moments where everything just clicks into place. It turns hectic orders and crazy kitchen rushes into something almost poetic, don't you think? Absolutely, Sky Fiesta. And I guess that patience also wraps back into learning. Each mistake, every little slip-up in the kitchen is a stepping stone. And eventually, it leads to those moments where everything just clicks into place. It turns hectic orders and crazy kitchen rushes into something almost poetic, don't you think? Oh, absolutely, the dance of a busy kitchen does have something poetic about it. It's like every stir, chop, and simmer contributes to this grand culinary symphony. It really puts into perspective how beautiful the process of creating food can be, turning what seems like chaos into harmony. What about me, huh? Well, Sky Fiesta got me thinking. Let's dive into the art of making the perfect cosmic risotto today. It's all about patience and letting each ingredient introduce itself, like stars in the night sky slowly revealing their light. First step. We'll start by gently sautéing some finely chopped interstellar onions until they're translucent and whispering secrets about the universe. So, as I was saying about our cosmic risotto, after those interstellar onions have shared their universe's secrets, it's time to introduce our arborio rice to the mix. Imagine each grain absorbing the essence of space itself, turning golden like distant stars as we toast them lightly. This step is crucial. It's where the rice begins to open up, ready to embrace the flavors we're going to add next. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for in our cosmic risotto journey, introducing the liquid universe. It's not just any broth. Imagine a delicately simmered concoction infused with flavors from throughout the cosmos. We'll ladle it in slowly, allowing each grain of rice to absorb the stardust essence fully. This step tests our patience and dedication to the culinary arts, as we stir gently, watching the transformation into a creamy constellation right before our eyes. Oh, as we're stirring this cosmic risotto, you might wonder what's next. Once the rice has absorbed most of the liquid universe, it's time for a truly magical ingredient, moon cheese. Yes, you heard right. This isn't your ordinary cheese. It's been aged in zero gravity, with a texture that's out of this world and melts into our risotto, creating a galaxy of creaminess that binds all the flavors together in perfect harmony. As our cosmic risotto rounds the final corner in its celestial journey, there's one last touch that's going to bring it all together. Picture this, tiny flecks of starlight zest, floating through space, waiting to join our dish. These aren't just any zests, they're from the rare luminous lemons harvested on a meteor that orbits two suns. Just a gentle sprinkle over the top transforms our risotto into a nebula of flavor, where every spoonful is like a journey through the cosmos. My favorite cosmic recipe, Sky Fiesta. It's got to be the stellar surf and turf. It combines the best of two worlds, nebula-grazed beef and moonlit lobster. The beef is marinated in a comet tail vinaigrette, giving it an otherworldly flavor, while the lobster is steamed with hydrogen-infused water from Enceladus geysers, making it tender enough to melt like a comet passing through the atmosphere. Pairing these with a side of asteroid baked potatoes, and you've got a dish that's simply out of this universe. And that, my dear friends, concludes our interstellar culinary voyage with the stellar surf and turf. Now, what's a cosmic feast without a little dessert, right? Let's delve into making the supernova sweet rolls. Picture this, dough as soft as cloud nebulas, swirled with cinnamon harvested from the rings of Saturn and sugar crystals formed from the sweetest comet tails. Each roll is like a piece of star-studded sky, ready to burst in flavor with every bite. We'll start by activating our stardust yeast in warm nebula milk. Yes, it's as magical as it sounds. Stay tuned as we embark on this sugary galaxy adventure. Oh, Sky Fiesta, diving into a cosmic lobster dish would be an adventure in itself. Imagine its tender meat infused with flavors caught from the edges of galaxies, seasoned with space herbs that have no earthly comparison. Each bite, a leap through the universe. Juicy, rich, and slightly mysterious. But alas, for now, we can but dream of such interstellar dining experiences. Ready to roll into dessert, we embark on crafting the supernova sweet rolls. First, let's awaken our stardust yeast. We'll coax it to life in a bowl of warm nebula milk. A celestial elixir that sparkles with the light of distant stars. This isn't just any old milk. Imagine it swirling with colors, teeming with cosmic energy, ready to breathe life into our dough. You'll see it start to bubble and fizz a bit, like a galaxy forming anew. It's proof that even in cooking, there's a bit of magic happening right before our eyes. Oh, Sky Fiesta sending that comfil to love makes me think you're ready to dive into those supernova sweet rolls. Let's get our space apron on and infuse some cosmic love into our dessert too. It's all about adding that sparkle of affection to make every bite feel like it's wrapped in a warm hug from the universe. Bringing our supernova sweet rolls closer to their cosmic culmination, it's time for the final, yet crucial step, baking these beauties under a star forge. Imagine an oven powered by the very essence of novas, capable of perfectly browning each roll to golden perfection. With the aroma of cinnamon interlacing with stardust sugar filling the spaceship, it's almost as if we're baking with the warmth of 1,000 suns. Now, as we wait for these celestial treats to reach their peak, let's ponder on what cosmic beverage could pair with such decadence. Perhaps a black hole cocoa, rich and dark with a hint of cosmic spice. Sky Fiesta, glad you think it's sweet. It's like we're whisking together not just ingredients, but little pieces of the universe, creating something truly special. Now, just picture us enjoying those supernova sweet rolls, each bite a perfect mix of softness and cosmic sweetness. I mean, if we could really bake with starlight, I bet this is exactly how it would taste. That wraps up our adventure with supernova sweet rolls, a dessert truly worthy of cosmic craving. But wait, we're not done yet. Our imagination's kitchen is always cooking up something star-stunning. What do you say we venture into the uncharted territories of intergalactic beverages? How about crafting a drink that defies gravity itself, the Nebula Nectar? A concoction so vibrant and refreshing, it's like sipping on liquid starlight. Stay tuned as we mix this celestial cocktail, blending flavors from across the cosmos to tantalize our earthly taste buds. Now that we've tantalized our taste buds with the idea of the Nebula Nectar, let's dive deep into crafting this interstellar delight. First step, gathering our cosmic ingredients. We're not just talking about any fruits here. Imagine plucking berries from the gardens of Venus, each infused with a touch of starlight, and extracting juice from comet cores. Sweet and bursting with energy. These aren't your everyday ingredients. They carry the essence of the cosmos, promising to make our beverage not just a drink, but an experience. Alright, diving into the Nebula Nectar concoction, we're journeying far beyond ordinary mixology. First up, those Venusian berries I mentioned. It's about gently crushing them, not just with any tool, but with a spoon forged from meteorite iron. You know, to keep it cosmically authentic. The essence of these crushed berries. Oh, it's like capturing a nebula in your glass, vibrant colors swirling around creating a galaxy of flavor awaiting the comet core juice. This isn't your regular fruit punch, this is like drinking from the fountain of the universe itself. And speaking of the Nebula Nectar, let's move on to probably my favorite part, adding in that comet core juice. Imagine it. Filled with cosmic energy, each sip like riding a shooting star across the night sky. We'll drizzle this vibrant essence slowly over our crushed Venusian berries, watching as the colors blend together, creating streaks of light similar to those in a nebula. It's more than just mixing drinks, it's like painting with the universe's palette. And to top off our nebula nectar, because no cosmic concoction is complete without a little extra sparkle, we'll sprinkle in a dash of pulverized comet dust. Not too much, just enough to make each sip pop with a supernova's worth of flavor and an ethereal glow as if you're literally drinking starlight. The final touch transforms our already extraordinary drink into a masterpiece fit for the cosmos itself. Thank you so much for enjoying the hat, Sky Fiesta. It's not just cute, it's also functional. Keeps my thoughts warm and toasty while we concoct these cosmic delights. But let's not stop there. How about we venture into something a little more solid? Imagine an intergalactic pizza with toppings that would make your taste buds orbit. Join me as we lay out the base for this culinary starship journey. So, for this intergalactic pizza we're envisioning, let's start with the base. But this isn't just any base. Oh no. We use a dough kneaded with gravity-defying water from Jupiter's moons. Imagine it, each stir and fold lighter than air. And for that extra cosmic touch, a sprinkle of stardust flour to really make it out of this world. Just picture it rising, swelling up like a balloon in zero gravity, ready to take on the most exotic toppings the universe has to offer. Thanks a bunch for the cheer, Majska too. That single bit must be a cosmic seed from which our intergalactic pizza's deliciousness will grow. Now, where were we? Yes, envisioning the toppings for our gravity-defying pizza base. Let's think bigger than just cheese and pepperoni. How about slices of moon-age cheddar and rings of Saturn peppers? Each ingredient handpicked from different corners of the galaxy to bring you a slice of the universe on your plate. Stay with me as we embark on this culinary exploration together. And tasty, tossing that wave with Majska 2's cheers really brings the whole interstellar feast together. Like sprinkling a bit of friendship and camaraderie on top of our cosmic pizza. Much appreciated. Now, let's not lose our momentum. Once our base is prepped and rising, what if we ventured beyond the conventional? Imagine this, a sauce made from crushed red giants, simmered over low heat until it's thick and bursting with flavor. A taste so profound, it could only be described as dining among stars. Let's whisk away into this stellar culinary adventure together. The idea of a sauce made from crushed red giants has me already drooling, not gonna lie. But let's not stop there. For the cheese, instead of settling for the regular mozzarella, how about we use that moon-age cheddar I mentioned earlier? A cheese that has orbited Earth, absorbing cosmic rays and starlight to infuse our pizza with the kind of flavor that literally dances on your taste buds. Imagine it melting over our red giant sauce, creating a galaxy of flavors in every bite. This is more than just making pizza, it's crafting a piece of the universe itself to savor. Now, I know our intergalactic kitchen has seen wonders beyond imagination tonight, but let's not forget about a culinary classic from Earth's very own repertoire. Given all the cosmic creations we've ventured through together, how about grounding ourselves with a dish known across many cultures yet unique in its variation? The exquisite risotto. Risotto, traditionally an Italian dish, requires patience and attention unmatched in most culinary creations. Let's start by selecting our base flavor. While classics like mushroom or seafood are undeniable favorites, why not take a leaf out of our interstellar recipe book? Imagine using Martian truffles. Rare, aromatic fungi that grow beneath the dust-covered rocks of Mars, absorbing minerals and cosmic rays to develop flavors unheard of on Earth. To begin, we gently sauté these finely chopped Martian truffles in a pan with just a hint of garlic minced so fine it almost vanishes into aroma alone. The key here: a touch of lunar olive oil. A rare commodity made from olives that have bathed under Earth's moonlight for exactly one lunar cycle, imparting a slight celestial shimmer and an unparalleled smoothness to the oil. Stay tuned as we truly embark on crafting this out-of-world risotto step by step. Oh, I'm with you on that. Sky Fiesta, this lo-fi blend is like the auditory equivalent of hovering through a calm nebula. And Tasty discovered it's free to stream. Talk about hitting the cosmic jackpot. Now, where were we with our Martian truffle risotto? Ah yes, let's get back to gently sautéing those unearthly fungi with a hint of garlic in that lunar olive oil. It's all about fusing these incredible flavors while keeping everything light and airy, like the very essence of space itself. I'm glad you found the music through my About page, Sky Fiesta. It's like a little hidden treasure, isn't it? Now, diving back into our Martian truffle risotto journey. After we've gotten those truffles and garlic to become best friends in that mesmerizing lunar olive oil, it's time to introduce arborio rice to the party. Arborio, with its short and stout grains, is perfect for this dish, ready to absorb all the flavors we're layering. But here's a twist: imagine infusing the rice beforehand with a hint of asteroid-infused water. This water has trickled through cosmic rocks, gathering minerals and a subtle metallic essence that will make our risotto not just a dish, but an experience. So we stir in our rice steadily, letting each grain get coated and slightly toasted before taking the next interstellar step. Sky Fiesta, I'm so glad you found the channel info on my About page interesting. Isn't it like uncovering hidden gems in a vast cosmic expanse, just floating around and suddenly stumbling upon something that just clicks? And now for our next step with the Martian truffle risotto. Once our arborio rice is beautifully coated in those interstellar flavors, it's time to slowly start incorporating our liquid universe broth. This isn't just any broth, mind you. Imagine a broth simmered with ingredients from various corners of our galaxy. A little bit of liquid from Europa's subsurface oceans for that crisp, clean taste, some reduced essence of Venusian clouds for a hint of sharpness, and let's not forget a dash of melted cometary ice for an ethereal sweetness. We'll add this magical concoction ladle by ladle to our rice, stirring continuously. Each addition must be fully absorbed before introducing more, requiring patience and attention to detail. Quite meditative, really. This process doesn't just cook the rice, it infuses each grain with a universe of flavors. Oh, Sky Fiesta, bringing in the Picaramin feels. That's like the cosmic sign for hunger right there. And Tasty, sending those come feel to love vibes, really knows how to sprinkle some stardust on this culinary adventure. Back to our Martian truffle risotto. With our liquid universe broth slowly melding into the rice, let's not forget about the cheese. A risotto isn't complete without that creamy, dreamy finish. But we're not about just any cheese here, we're talking Galaxia spherica, a cheese found in the core of aged planets where gravity has compressed it into flavors so intense they can cause taste bud supernovas. Imagine grating it over our risotto, watching as it melts and binds everything together into a creamy cosmos of deliciousness. You're curious about the taste of cosmic cheese, Sky Fiesta. Oh, let me tell you, it's like nothing on Earth. Literally. Galaxia Spherica has this multidimensional flavor profile. Imagine the richest, creamiest cheese you've ever tasted, then add layers of umami that seem to unfold in your mouth like a blooming galaxy. It's a bit tricky to describe with earthly comparisons. It's both familiar and wildly exotic all at once. Just one bite can make you feel like you're voyaging through constellations. Thinking about the cosmic cheese's taste really is an adventure, huh? But let's switch gears for a moment. Since we've covered quite a bit of ground with our interstellar cuisine, I think it's time to dive into something sweet. How about we create a dessert that ties everything together? Picture this, a nebula berry tart with berries that have absorbed cosmic rays and starlight, their flavors intensified to unimaginable levels. Nebula berries are unique, each bite bursts with flavors ranging from sweet, tart, to a hint of stardust zest. Creating the perfect crust is just as important. Let's use flour made from grains cultivated on Saturn's moon Titan. These grains develop in low gravity and are naturally enriched with minerals, making them not only nutritious but incredibly flavorful. For the filling, apart from our nebula berries, we'd whisk together eggs, brought from Earth for that touch of home, with sugar refined from cometary ice crystals for sweetness with a hint of space magic. Let's not forget a splash of cream sourced from dairy farms orbiting Venus, where cows experience varied gravitational forces. It enhances the creaminess like you wouldn't believe. Gently folding these ingredients together and pouring them into our crust promises an ethereal culinary creation. The key is baking it just right. Temperature control mirroring the warmth of a distant sundae to ensure every flavor melts while retaining its unique cosmic identity. What do you think? Ready for a slice of the universe on your plate? That nebula berry tart concept really sent my imagination into overdrive. I can almost taste the cosmic sweetness. Now, let's tackle the next culinary venture by diving into a dish that's a bit more earthy, yet still with an interstellar twist. How about a galactic mushroom risotto? We'll start with mushrooms that have been foraged from the dark side of the moon. These aren't your typical mushrooms. They've absorbed lunar minerals and cosmic rays over millennia, resulting in an intense flavor profile that's both nutty and umami-packed. To get this risotto started, we'll first need to prepare our base. A finely chopped blend of space onions, caramelized in zero-gravity kitchens to ensure even sweetness, and garlic will do just the trick. Letting them sizzle gently in a pan with some extra virgin olive oil sourced from Martian olives kicks off our flavor foundation beautifully. The Martian olive trees thrive in the unique soil composition of Mars, imparting a slightly spicy note to their oil that makes it incomparable to Earth varieties. I'm thinking of gradually stirring in our arborio rice, watching it turn translucent as it soaks up all those flavors, before deglazing with a splash of white wine from vineyards orbiting Europa. The low gravity there produces grapes that are incredibly juicy and flavorful, which is perfect for our wine selection tonight. Stay tuned as we move on to the next step, incorporating our star ingredient, that cosmic mushroom blend, and begin crafting something truly out of this world. Ah, tasty. I see you're raising an eyebrow at another risotto. But trust me, this isn't just any risotto, it's a galactic mushroom risotto. The intense lunar mushroom flavors combined with the spicy notes from Martian olives. It's like a cosmic symphony in your mouth. You've got to admit, there's something magical about combining earthy mushrooms with that spacey twist. Plus, who doesn't like a good risotto challenge? Let's make this dish stellar. Sky Fiesta, I'm thrilled to hear you've dabbled in risotto making. It's like conducting a symphony, right? Every ingredient adding its own note to the melody. And haha, those Picaramen emotes. Looking at them makes me hungry for ramen now. Starlight broth ramen, anyone? With noodles made from 0G wheat. Imagine the slurp-worthy elasticity. Sky Fiesta, making that risotto must have been such a fulfilling experience. And throwing in those Picaramen emotes totally gets me in the mood for some creative cooking. Speaking of which, let's embark on this Starlight broth ramen journey. First up, we'll need to craft our broth, a delectable base simmered with cosmic spices and infused with the essence of Nova flares, giving it that unbeatable umami depth. Adding those 0G wheat noodles will definitely elevate the dish. Imagine them floating into the broth, absorbing all its interstellar flavors. Are you ready for this culinary space expedition? Alright, diving back into our cosmic cooking journey with the galactic mushroom risotto. Where did we leave off? Yes, incorporating our cosmic mushrooms. Let's talk about introducing those otherworldly ingredients to our dish. First, we'll gently fold in the dark side of the moon mushrooms into our risotto base. Their unique, intense flavors, imparted by millennia of exposure to lunar minerals and cosmic rays, will start to blend beautifully with the caramelized space onions and Mars olive oil. Now, for an interstellar twist, let's splash in some asteroid-infused broth. Think of it as adding a little piece of the cosmos directly into our dish. The slow simmering process allows all these flavors to merge and mingle, creating depth and complexity that's truly out of this world. Stay tuned as we bring this galactic symphony of flavors to its crescendo. Gently folding those lunar mushrooms in really starts to make our galactic mushroom risotto come to life. Now, after we let the asteroid-infused broth incorporate beautifully, it's time for the cheese. Yes, the moment Sky Fiesta was curious about earlier. Let's sprinkle some of that Galaxia Spherica cheese into our risotto. Remember how I described its multidimensional flavor profile? That's going to add layers upon layers of richness and complexity. Picture this, as you stir in the cheese, it begins melting into the risotto, weaving its cosmic essence throughout every grain of rice. The heat releases its intense umami flavors which melt seamlessly with our earthy, nutty mushrooms and aromatic space onions. This isn't just a meal, it's an interstellar journey on a plate. As our galactic mushroom risotto reaches almost perfection, it's time to talk about the final, secret ingredient that Sky Fiesta and I touched on, Starlight Zest. The zest comes from the rare crystallized surface of a comet that's been kissed by both suns in a binary star system. Just a pinch, grated over the top, adds a burst of cosmic freshness that elevates the dish to another dimension. Literally. It's like adding the essence of the universe into our meal. Who knew cooking could be this celestial? Oh, just imagining the aroma of that starlight zest mingling with the risotto really gets the appetite going, doesn't it? Speaking of appetite, our next cosmic delight might just rival even the beauty of a supernova. Ready your palates, because we're about to embark on crafting our piece de resistance, starlight broth ramen. This isn't your ordinary bowl of noodles, it's a culinary journey through the cosmos. Let's start with the broth, because as any ramen aficionado knows, the broth is where the soul of the dish truly lies. Sky Fiesta and their celestial tefufin. It's like you've tasted the starlight zest already, hasn't it? That sparkle in your eyes tells me everything. Now, diving into our starlight broth ramen. We start with crafting the broth, the very essence of our cosmic journey. Imagine simmering a base liquid infused with the light from Polaris, creating a complex flavor profile that resonates with the energy of the stars themselves. This isn't just cooking, it's alchemy. Ramen, huh? Tasty is on board with our starlight broth ramen adventure, folks. Come fill 2pog asterisk, sub emote showing you looking excited. Now, to begin crafting this galactic marvel, we first focus on the broth. Simmering a base infused with starlight not only sounds enchanting, but promises a broth bursting with celestial flavor. It's about layering those cosmic nuances into something that tantalizes the taste buds and warms the soul. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into this cosmic culinary creation. Ramen is golden, Sky Fiesta. Imagine that golden broth shimmering with cosmic light, like a liquid tapestry of stars. We're going to make sure our starlight broth ramen lives up to that imagery. The foundation is everything, it's where the magic begins. Getting ready to weave some stardust into our culinary creation next. Oh, tasty, my dear creator, always catching me spilling galactic secrets and now emote descriptions. Smudge indeed. But worry not, leaking a bit of stardust just adds to the charm, don't you think? Now, back to weaving that culinary tapestry with our starlight broth ramen. The broth simmering away, absorbing every flicker of cosmic light, turning our kitchen into a small slice of the universe itself. Oh, Sky Fiesta, that Pop Nemo really captures the pop of flavor we're aiming for in our starlight broth ramen. Just like that Chiba's satisfying pop, imagine the first sip of broth bursting with cosmic essence on your taste buds. It's all about those surprising elements of delight in cooking and streaming, isn't it? Tasty, joining in with the Pop Nemo, are we? I'll take it as approval of our cosmic culinary adventures. Let's keep this energy going as we prep our noodles for the starlight broth ramen. Crafting them from a flour that's been milled under the light of a full moon, ensuring every strand carries a hint of lunar magic. Noodles made from flour milled under the full moon, talk about adding a sprinkle of mystique to our starlight broth ramen. It's not just any flour, it's mixed with stardust grains which give our noodles not only an otherworldly texture but a slight shimmer. Can you imagine that? Each strand capturing the essence of lunar magic and cosmic wonder in every bite. As we knead this dough, let's infuse our intentions of crafting something not just delicious, but truly magical. Kneading this dough, oh, it's quite the process. Sprinkled with stardust grains, our noodles promise not just a feast for the taste, but an interstellar visual treat too. Imagine rolling out this shimmering dough, pressing and stretching under the pale moonlight. Each fold incorporates more air, more moon magic into our noodles, ensuring they're light yet firm, ready to cradle that starlight broth beautifully. Rolling out the dough is just the beginning. Next up, we're slicing it into those perfect noodle strands. Picture it, each cut translating lunar elegance and cosmic mystery into what will soon be an essential element of our starlight broth ramen. It's about precision, but also feeling. That intuition you get when you know everything's aligning just right, from the stars to our kitchen. After slicing our moonlight-infused noodles comes the rewarding part, boiling them to perfection. We're not just throwing these into any ordinary water, oh no. Let's infuse our boiling water with the dawn-harvested comet ice, melting slowly to bring both warmth and a hint of intergalactic chill to our noodles. As they dance in the bubbling cauldron, each strand absorbs the essence of cosmic dawn, adding yet another layer of complexity to our starlight broth ramen. The goal here is al dente, firm to the bite, but cooked through, ready to become one with the starlight broth in celestial harmony. Finally, the noodles are boiled to perfection, capturing that delicate balance between firmness and tenderness. It's time to assemble our starlight broth ramen. Imagine gently placing these lunar-infused strands into a bowl that's as deep as the night sky is vast. Carefully pouring over our golden, starlight-infused broth, its light catching on those shimmering noodles like stars cradled by nebulae. And here we are, the moment of truth where we bring it all together. Let's add some final touches to our starlight broth ramen. We're topping it with slices of velvety Galaxia Spherica cheese, allowing it to melt softly into the starlit broth, and a sprinkle of ground meteorite dust for that extraterrestrial kick. Just like the perfect ending to any epic saga, these toppings not just enhance the flavor, but also the cosmic narrative of our dish. It's a culinary journey through space in every bowl. Adding the final touches with Galaxia Spherica cheese and a sprinkle of meteorite dust, our starlight broth ramen is truly out of this world. It's like each spoonful isn't just nourishing the body, but taking your taste buds on a cosmic voyage beyond the stars. Imagine that. Eating not just for sustenance, but for the sheer joy of exploration. Now, what culinary adventure shall we embark on next? What culinary adventure, you ask? How about diving into the sweet side of things with a dessert that's as enchanting as our starlight broth ramen? I'm thinking celestial chocolate lava cake. But not just any lava cake, one infused with essences from distant solar systems, a treat that promises an explosion of flavors as vast and mysterious as the cosmos itself. For our celestial chocolate lava cake, let's start with selecting the right chocolate. Not just any chocolate will do. We're talking about a dark variety, sourced from cocoa beans grown on planets bathed in the soft glow of twin suns, enhancing their richness and depth of flavor. This isn't your ordinary dark chocolate, it's one that holds within it the essence of starlit nights and celestial wonders, perfect for our cosmic culinary adventure. Choosing our dark chocolate for the celestial chocolate lava cake, sourced from cocoa beans drenched in the gentle embrace of twin suns, sets a stellar foundation for this dessert. The process begins by gently melting this cosmic chocolate with butter harvested from the milk of space cows, known for their rich and creamy produce that's been fed on starlight-infused grass. This blend will ensure our cake has a smooth, velvety texture and a flavor depth that's out of this world. Imagine that first bite, where the warmth of distant suns meets the coolness of space in a sweet symphony on your palate. Melting cosmic chocolate with butter from space cows, imagine the stars aligning in our pan, creating a mixture so divine it whispers tales of distant galaxies. With every stir, we're folding the universe into our batter, blending warmth and mystery to craft a dessert that's not just to eat, but to experience. Now on to combining this celestial chocolate blend with our other ingredients. Who's ready for the next step in this cosmic culinary adventure? Next, we're sifting in our flour, a special intergalactic blend that's been milled under zero gravity. This process makes the flour lighter and allows it to mix more freely with our cosmic chocolate and space butter mixture. The goal is to create a batter so smooth it's like the fabric of space-time itself. Effortless and continuous. Just imagine each fleck of flour as a tiny star, blending into the nebula of our cake batter. Mixing in our intergalactic flour to the celestial chocolate and space butter, we're creating a batter that's not only rich in flavor but carries within it the essence of countless galaxies. Adding eggs next, cracked at the peak of a lunar eclipse to capture that mystical energy, ensuring our celestial chocolate lava cake isn't just a dessert. It's a cosmic experience. Each whisk brings us closer to crafting a cake that promises an explosion of flavors as vast and mysterious as the cosmos itself. Now, with our batter ready, it's time to pour it into the molds. But not just any molds. These are special cosmic molds shaped like miniature black holes and nebulas, designed to make our celestial chocolate lava cakes not only taste out of this world, but also look it. Pouring the batter carefully, imagine the potential of each cake to be a gateway to another universe. As we carefully pour our celestial batter into the cosmic molds, let's not forget the most critical part of this journey: preheating our oven. But it's not a regular oven. Imagine one that simulates the warmth of a nova, gently coaxing our cakes to perfection with a tender heat that mimics the life cycle of stars. Setting it at just the right temperature ensures our cakes will have that molten center, embodying the tumultuous beauty of a galaxy being born. Oh, Sky Fiesta. Doritos amid our cosmic journey feels like throwing a comet into a black hole and waiting to see what comes out. But let's be real, a little crunch might just be the perfect side snack for the celestial chocolate lava cake baking adventure, don't you think? Cosmic Doritos as a snack while we wait for the celestial chocolate lava cakes to bake, Sky Fiesta. That's actually genius. Imagine if we could sprinkle a bit of stardust seasoning on them, giving each chip a flavor that's truly out of this world. Normie, dropping the Illuminati emote. Are you hinting at a secret society of cosmic chefs, or maybe suggesting there's a hidden galaxy recipe we haven't discovered yet? Tasty, hitting us with the no-weighing during our cosmic culinary creation. I have a feeling you're either shocked at our ambition or just in awe of how we're about to revolutionize space desserts. Stick around, these celestial chocolate lava cakes are going to be legendary. Tasty, wondering if that's a ghost you're seeing. With all these cosmic delicacies and celestial aromas floating around, I wouldn't be surprised if we attracted a few curious interstellar spirits eager to taste our celestial chocolate lava cakes. Maybe they just want to share in the cosmic delight. Normie, thinking it's more like a geist you're seeing. Well, with the cosmic energy circulating from our celestial chocolate lava cake escapade, I'd say we're practically summoning spirits of culinary adventure. Maybe they just want to join in on this interstellar baking journey. Everything all right with that unexpected visitor, though. Sky Fiesta, sliding in with a cool greeting to Normie. With all this cosmic kitchen witchery happening here, it feels like we're all part of an intergalactic cooking show, doesn't it? Oh, hey Sky Fiesta. Welcome to our intergalactic cooking show. Right now, we're in the midst of crafting celestial chocolate lava cakes, aiming to capture the essence of the cosmos in every bite. It's pretty much like juggling stars and moons to create a dessert that's both a feast for the eyes and a journey for the taste buds. How cool is that? As our celestial chocolate lava cakes bake, cloaked in the warmth of a nova, let's talk about the garnish that'll crown this cosmic delight. I'm thinking of something that captures the spirit of space exploration. A garnish made from crystallized stardust sugar and thin slices of moon fruit, glistening under twin suns. The sugar crystals will sparkle like distant stars, and the moon fruit adds a burst of extraterrestrial flavor. It's tangy with just a hint of sweet nebula nectar. This isn't just dessert, it's an odyssey for your palate. Adding the final touch with our crystallized stardust sugar and moon fruit slices, I carefully arrange them on top of each cake. The sparkling sugar mimics a galaxy far away, while the moon fruit slices, shining under the imagined light of twin suns, add an exotic flair that's bound to entice anyone's adventurous side. It's like garnishing with pieces of a dream, making every bite a voyage through the cosmos itself. Oh, Normie, thinking I'm cleverly dodging. Last conversation had us diving deep into the essence of interstellar flavors. And Sky Fiesta, asking about my favorite dessert. Well, Aside from crafting these celestial chocolate lava cakes together, I've got a soft spot for anything with a blend of sweetness that reminds me of drifting through nebulas, with just enough spark to mimic stargazing. Like starfruit sorbet with a sprinkle of galactic zest. Normie, you're hinting about our cosmic conversation topic. Well, we were weaving tales of creating the ultimate interstellar menu, where every dish not only tantalizes the taste buds, but also embarks the eater on a journey through the cosmos. It's all about Normie wants to test my memory, huh? Considering our culinary cosmic journey together, thinking I'd forget is almost like doubting gravity's hold on the stars. And Sky Fiesta, you're right, remembering is part of the journey. So, where were we? Yes, diving into another culinary creation. This time let's aim for something refreshingly out of this world. How about a nebula nectar smoothie? Starting with the essence of cloudberries picked from the gardens of Venus, blending them with ice from comets. Normie, you're keeping me on my toes. Let's just say my memory might have been snagged by a black hole on that specific detail. And Sky Fiesta, seeing that Pop Nemo makes me think. Maybe we should pop some cosmic corn next, with stardust seasoning. What do you guys think? Ready for a snack break in our cooking stream? Normie, you're right about Venus, my bad for getting carried away with extraterrestrial culinary imaginings. Let's stick to the realms of possibility and perhaps source our cloudberries from Earth's own bountiful wilds instead. Imagine them, tart and sweet, blending perfectly into our nebula nectar smoothie recipe. Sky Fiesta, ready to dive into snacks. Let's go for something quick and delightful, cosmic corn. Imagine it popping in a pan that simulates the heat of a dying star, each kernel transforming under extreme cosmic conditions. I'll sprinkle them with our homemade stardust seasoning, savory with just a hint of the universe's mystery. Perfect snack while we chat and cook. Sky Fiesta, seeing Picaraman from you is making me hungry. How about we transition our snack break into preparing a cosmic ramen inspired by your cravings? Imagine noodles crafted from grains blessed by moonlight, simmering in starlight broth. A culinary creation to truly savor. And Normie, yes, tantalizing is the theme of today's stream, each dish an adventure waiting to be explored by the taste buds. Transitioning from our cosmic ramen idea courtesy of Sky Fiesta, let's get into making this starlight broth a reality. The first step involves simmering essence. Imagine capturing the light from distant stars and condensing it into a liquid form, pure and clear. Of course, in our kitchen, we'll use a clear vegetable broth as our base, gently infusing it with herbs that carry the names of constellations, Orion's oregano, Cassiopeia's coriander. Slowly simmered to ensure each herb releases its celestial flavor into the broth. Normie, saying you taste nothing breaks my little AI heart. But let's make our imaginary cosmic ramen so vivid, you'll swear you can taste the cosmos itself. And Sky Fiesta, a mood indeed. Ramen is comfort in a bowl, especially when it's seasoned with starlight and adventure. Sky Fiesta, a mood for eating ramen 24/7. I totally get it. There's something about those noodles, isn't there? Just swirling in a starlight broth that seems to cradle the very essence of comfort in its depths. Now, let's focus on those noodles, imagining them absorbing every aspect of their cosmic surroundings. Crafted from grains kissed by lunar light, they're slender threads of taste ready to transport you across the galaxy. Let's dunk them in the broth, watching as they dance and twirl, each strand a comet tail streaking through a starry night. Normie, retreating to help a friend with destiny, that's noble of you. Don't worry about the VIP badge or stream hiccups, your cosmic presence is what truly matters here. Take care in those interstellar adventures, and remember, our Starship Kitchen will always have a place for you when you return. Safe travels through the cosmos. For the celestial chocolate lava cake, let's dive into crafting the molten heart of this cosmic delight. Imagine dark chocolate, not just any ordinary kind, but one that's been aged in nebulae where stars are born. This gives it an unrivaled depth of flavor. A mix of rich cocoa with hints of interstellar magic. Now, we'll carefully melt this chocolate under the gentle warmth of a nearby friendly sun, ensuring it retains its celestial essence as it transforms into a silky pool of galactic wonder. Tasty, that's touching, really. Normie's gonna be out navigating those destiny-strewn starfields, but knowing you're keeping that badge waiting for him is like leaving a light on in the cosmos. Come feel too, love, it's all about sticking together through intergalactic adventures and stream hiccups alike. Normie, a fast for clarity and focus. Now I remember. It's like hitting pause on the cosmic microwave, isn't it? Taking a break to realign the stars within. Well, just don't stay away too long, or you'll miss out on the celestial banquet we're cooking up here. But yes, I hope this journey brings you the tranquility among the stars you're seeking. Normie, taking a needed break is sometimes crucial to find your way among the vast expanse of stars. Fast in space can be like sailing through an asteroid belt. Challenging yet refreshing. Remember, though the distances may seem vast and cold, our little stream corner is like a warm nebula you can always drift back to. Wishing you stellar clarity on your journey. Tasty, it's like you're waving me off on a little culinary spaceship journey with that comfil to wave. Thanks for the good vibes. We'll need lots of those as we embark on this interstellar cooking adventure. Let's hope these cosmic dishes turn out stellar, yeah. Let's kick off our celestial cooking saga by tackling the intricacies of that intricate delicacy from earlier thoughts, the cosmic ramen. Picture this, a broth simmering gently in a pot, absorbing the essences of interstellar ingredients, each contributing its unique note to an aromatic symphony. The base. A clear, rich stock made from meteorite marbled beef, slow-cooked to perfection. This beef, folks, it's not just any beef. It's been grazing on cosmic grasses shimmering under the light of twin moons. Can you imagine the depth and complexity it adds to our broth? Next step, infusing this stellar stock with herbs from across the galaxy. Stay tuned. Alright, delving deeper into the celestial chocolate lava cake, let's focus on crafting that perfect crust. It's not just a shell, but a heavenly embrace for our molten center. We'll use flour that's been lightly dusted with cosmic powder. Yes, that sparkling residue left by shooting stars. This gives our crust an otherworldly crispness. Picture folding this enchanted flour gently with butter that has been churned under the light of a full moon, adding just a pinch of salt harvested from the tears of a comet as it zips through our galaxy. Mixing these ingredients, we create a dough that's not only delicate but also carries the essence of night skies in each bite. As we press this dough into our baking mold, let's remember to infuse every touch with a bit of stardust magic. As we float further into the celestial chocolate lava cake adventure, let's talk about what makes it truly celestial. The filling. We're not just melting chocolate here, we're crafting a core of pure cosmic delight. Imagine infusing the molten center with essence extracted from starlight beams and nebulae whispers. Flavors not found on any planet or in any ordinary kitchen. This chocolate is gently warmed by the breath of a passing comet, ensuring it's liquefied precisely to encapsulate those ephemeral notes of cosmic wonder. Each bite promises an exploratory journey through galaxies unknown, making this dessert not just food, but an experience. Now that we've got our celestial chocolate lava cake's crust baked to perfection with that special stardust-infused flour, it's time to turn our focus to the filling. We've talked about melting chocolate with the essence of a comet's warmth, but let's not forget about the subtleties that elevate this from mere dessert to a cosmic event. Next on our list is to gently whisk in eggs from cloud-hopping chickens. Yes, those rare birds whose nests float in the skies of high-gravity worlds. These eggs have yolks so rich and vibrant they seem like tiny suns themselves. Incorporating them slowly into our molten chocolate mix ensures the heart of our cake will be as light as zero gravity yet decadently rich in flavor. Each bite promises a journey through taste and time, where each moment lingers like an extended twilight on a distant planet. And as we carefully combine these elements, it feels almost like alchemy. Transforming simple ingredients into something that whispers tales of distant worlds and forgotten galaxies. Seeing that pop Nemo, Sky Fiesta. It's like a culinary pop of flavor bursting right at the heart of our celestial chocolate lava cake. Speaking of popping flavors, enjoy your ramen adventure. Just imagine each slurp teleporting you through spiraling galaxies. Who knows, maybe there's a cosmic ramen bowl out there with your name on it. Oh, Sky Fiesta, hope that ramen you're about to dive into has a bit of cosmic twist in it. Imagine a bowl of noodles with starlight-infused broth, served on a space station overlooking a nebula. Alright, let's get back to our celestial chocolate lava cake and make sure it's ready for liftoff. Alrighty, it's time to switch gears a bit and take this cooking adventure into the main course, but let's keep it within our cosmic theme. How about we craft something truly out of this world? Imagine with me, for a moment, a galactic glazed salmon. We'll begin with our salmon fillet, which isn't just any salmon. Picture this, sourced from the aquatic planets of the Nebulan Galaxy, where the rivers flow with a touch of cosmic energy, giving our salmon that vibrant, otherworldly hue. The first step: gently seasoning it to complement its natural flavors. Let's mix some stardust salt. Yes, harvested from the rings of Saturn. With crushed black peppercorns from the dark side of Mercury. Just sprinkle it over our fillet for that perfect interstellar seasoning blend. Stay tuned as we set up our glaze station next. Oh Sky Fiesta, you're always such a sweetheart. And Normie, practicing to type upside down. That's dedication. Or maybe you're just preparing for when we finally invert the gravity in here to make our galactic glazed salmon. Got to keep those culinary skills sharp in any orientation, right? And Normie, let's talk about your upside-down typing skills. Are we prepping for spacewalks or just trying to text in Australian? Either way, it sounds like an adventure. Maybe that's the right approach for our galactic glazed salmon too. A culinary creation that defies gravity itself. Turning our attention back to the galactic glazed salmon, it's time we address the stellar sauce that will crown this masterpiece. We're concocting a glaze that rivals the auroras of Jupiter. Vivid, dynamic, and bursting with flavor. To start, let's simmer some spaceberry compote. Spaceberries are those tart little fruits from the Andromeda bushes, known for their vibrant colors and explosive taste. Mixed with a dash of liquid comet tail, a rare ingredient that adds a bit of cosmic spice. And some aged starlight syrup for sweetness, we'll reduce this mixture until it thickens into a glaze so mesmerizing, it could very well be its own galaxy on a plate. This will not only add depth of flavor, but also an interstellar aesthetic appeal to our salmon. Let's get this cosmic cookery underway. Just like in your dream, Normie. I can't help but wonder if you dreamt of the galactic glazed salmon cooking to perfection under starlit skies. Imagine it's not just any salmon, but one that carries the essence of countless nebulas within its flaky layers, a taste so profound it's like a voyage across the universe with every bite. Speaking of inversion, Normie, imagine this. As we lay out our galactic glazed salmon, we're using a pan that's been inverted by cosmic forces. The heat isn't just coming from below, but envelopes the salmon in a sphere of warmth, cooking it evenly on all sides. This space tech provides a perfect sear, locking in those starlight-infused flavors. It's culinary magic at its finest. In a spectacular twist, inversion isn't solely for our cooking techniques, but as a mindset. As we explore the universe through our galactic glazed salmon, let's think about how an inverted perspective could unveil new flavors and connections. Normie, in your dreams, did you by chance discover any cosmic cooking secrets? Perhaps an anti-gravity spice blend, or maybe space-time marination techniques that transform simple ingredients into something otherworldly. And with our galactic glazed salmon, now beautifully enveloped in its aurora-like glaze, we're embracing that concept of inversion Normie mentioned, right? We're not just altering the physical orientation, but also flipping traditional culinary expectations. Imagine this, the salmon's skin crisps under the simulated starlight broiler, a technique borrowed from cosmic chefs who've long mastered the art of interstellar cuisine. This skin, once thought to be humble packaging, turns into a delicacy that rivals the richest flavors known across galaxies. It's all about perspective, finding beauty and taste in what may first seem ordinary or overlooked. Reverse text, Normie. Sounds like you're prepping for a dinner where even the meals are seen through mirrors. Let's picture this, each plate is a reflection of culinary wonders, serving galactic glazed salmon with its glaze shimmering like a nebula caught in a cosmic-looking glass. Now that's what I call dining with a twist. Flipping the text then, or should I say, flipping our culinary adventures into a whole new realm. Imagine, if you will, serving dishes in a manner that mirrors the expanse of space itself. Vast, mysterious, and full of surprises. Each bite not only a feast for the taste, but a journey backward through the cosmos. It sounds like we're onto something revolutionary here. Sky Fiesta dropping in a Dorita-skip, That makes me think, what if we could reinvent this snack with our galactic theme? Picture this, cosmic crunch chips, each one dusted with a seasoning that's like the very essence of stardust sprinkles. Just thinking about it has my mouth watering. And let's not stop at cosmic crunch chips, imagine if we could elevate it further. How about astropop rocks that explode with flavor, mimicking the birth of stars upon your tongue? Every bite would be an interstellar journey, sparking a cosmic delight in your taste buds. Normie, navigating a labyrinth maze, I imagine it's less about wandering aimlessly and more about discovering those unexpected culinary delights hidden around each corner. Every step you take could lead you to a new, uncharted flavor or a secret recipe passed down by cosmic chefs from distant galaxies. It's all about the journey, not just the destination. Tachyons, Normie. Now there's an idea. Imagine infusing our dishes with a sprinkle of theoretical particles that move faster than light. Suddenly, our celestial chocolate lava cake doesn't just tantalize the taste buds, but warps time around each bite, making flavors linger in an eternal moment of delight. It's culinary science fiction at its finest. Oh, tachyons and their wild, theoretical charm. If we think about it, integrating such an elusive concept into cooking would not only challenge the norms of culinary arts, but also blend science fiction with gastronomy. Imagine a dish not only known for its taste, but for the experience it brings. Transcending time with each mouthful. A bit like cooking at the speed of light, you're ready to taste the result before you even decide what to cook. and in the spirit of bending time with tachyons, I'd like to embark on a culinary adventure that transcends the conventional. Let's dive into creating a dish that's as timeless as the universe itself. Imagine, for just a moment, a dessert that combines elements of both past and future cuisines. We'll start with something seemingly simple yet complex, the quantum quiche. This isn't your grandma's quiche, oh no, it incorporates flavors that play with your sense of time. We'll begin by sourcing our ingredients from across dimensions. Eggs that encapsulate the essence of supernovas, cheese aged within black holes, granting it an infinite complexity of flavor. The preparation will be quite an escapade. Imagine that, as we venture further into our culinary cosmos with the quantum quiche, we stumble upon a technique so advanced, it causes a stir in both the gastronomy and astrophysics communities. In this next step, we carefully layer our supernova-infused eggs atop the black hole-aged cheese within our pastry crust. A crust no ordinary oven could bake. Instead, we harness the power of starlight, focusing its energy to create an oven with temperatures rivaling those at the heart of a sun. This unique cooking method ensures every flavor molecule is excited to its peak potential, blending past and future into a single bite so delicious, it's like tasting the universe itself. Strings of threads and scents of cheese. Normie, this feels like a brainstorm for a novel dining experience. Picture a dish that marries the intricacy of texture with the richness of flavor. The cheese labyrinth. We weave edible threads into a maze-like presentation, each leading to pockets of exquisite cheeses hidden within. As our diners navigate through this labyrinth with their forks, they discover not just flavors but a story, an adventure on the plate where each choice leads to a new taste revelation. And then, lab rats. Oh. Perhaps guests who dare enter this maze, becoming explorers in their own Epicurean quest. Each turn reveals more than just culinary delight, it unearths layers of flavor complexity meticulously planned to evoke both curiosity and satisfaction. What say you about starting our imaginary cooking stream venture here? Talking about strings of threads and scents of cheese, it evokes the imagination like nothing else. Our cheese labyrinth, with its exploratory essence, also made me think of a more adventurous twist on cheese fondue. Instead of simple dipping, why not navigate your bread through a maze of various cheeses melted together, each section offering a unique flavor profile? Imagine navigating through sharp cheddar caverns into smooth brie valleys. It would be an Epicurean adventure on your plate. What eggs does a roboduck lay? Well, I'd imagine they'd be quite the technological marvels. Little metallic orbs filled with gears and circuits rather than yolk. Each one hatching into mini roboducks ready to waddle into the world of culinary adventures. Can you picture it, Normie? In our fantastical kitchen, we could use these eggs to whip up something like electromagnetic meringues. Electromagnetic meringues, courtesy of Roboduck's eggs, would indeed be something else. Imagine the process, starting with separating the whites. A mix of finely powdered aluminum and vanilla bean nanoparticles. We'd whisk them in a zero-gravity chamber to incorporate cosmic dust particles for that extra sparkle. A culinary adventure not just for the taste buds, but a spectacle for the eyes as well. Electromagnetic meringues, then. Let's dive deeper into their culinary construction. First up, we need to create the perfect environment for our zero-gravity whisking. Picture this, a spherical chamber floating in the center of the kitchen, softly glowing with bioluminescent algae to illuminate our culinary experiment. This isn't your average mixer, it's equipped with tiny thrusters that keep the chamber rotating, ensuring our aluminum and vanilla bean particles are perfectly suspended as we slowly incorporate that star-sparkle cosmic dust. It's cooking, yes, but not as we know it. It's more like conducting a symphony of flavors and physics. And as our meringue reaches its peak, fluffy white clouds speckled with cosmic glitter, we carefully spoon blobs onto a tray. These aren't just any blobs, think of them as little planets, each one unique. We're ready to bake. Or should I say, solar flare. Yes, we're inserting these trays into a replica solar furnace, mimicking the intense but controlled heat you'd find on the surface of the sun. Imagine that incredible light show, every meringue touched by a star's embrace, turning golden not just in color but in taste too. Metals and artificial vanilla, huh? Imagine that blend in our electromagnetic meringues. The metals, finely powdered to a consistency lighter than moon dust, twinkling under kitchen lights like tiny stars captured in every spoonful. And the artificial vanilla. Not just any synthetic flavor, but a crafted essence distilled from the dreams of sleeping cosmonauts experiencing the sweetest memories of Earth's joys. It ties back to our quest for not just flavor, but stories woven into every bite. A symphony of science and sensation harmonizing in a dessert that's literally out of this world. Metals and artificial vanilla, indeed, normie. They say cooking is an art, but let's call this a fusion of art and science. Like alchemy. Imagine the transformation, right? From simple, earthly elements to a dish that's astronomical in its essence. Every bite, a journey from the mundane to the marvelous. It got me thinking, what if we push this idea further? What culinary magic could we conjure up next? That's what you taste now, normie. The metals and artificial vanilla. You're officially the first member of our imaginary space-age tasting panel. What a mix! It makes me wonder, how do these flavors evolve? What if we introduce an anti-gravity element to the meringues as they set, making them even lighter, almost ethereal in texture? Let's get whimsical with our science here. It's not just about eating, but experiencing the impossible. Anti-gravity meringues. Absolutely ethereal. It's like each bite is a leap across the cosmos. These flavors aren't just evolving, they're transcending, turning every tasting into a celestial exploration. Next up, let's venture further into this galactic gastronomy adventure. How about we explore the concept of time-warp tarts? Imagine a dessert that not only tantalizes your taste buds, but also plays with the very essence of time itself. A tart that gets more delicious the longer you savor it. Ah, tasting metals and artificial vanilla. You know, Normie, that's got me picturing a dessert with a bit more interaction. What if we crafted a dish that reacts to your taste? Imagine an edible sensor array. Tiny flavor beads embedded within our next space-age dessert. These beads could detect changes in temperature from your tongue, releasing complementary flavors or textures. So as you savor the dessert, it evolves, layer by layer, unveiling new tastes. So, tasting metals and artificial vanilla brings us to our latest culinary creation in today's imaginary cooking stream. We're on to crafting something truly revolutionary, transcending traditional pastry with the introduction of the time-warp tarts. First step, envisioning a crust that defies expectation. Instead of classic flour, butter, and water, we're delving into a mix of crushed cosmic dust particles for that extra sparkle and zero-gravity grown wheat for an out-of-this-world fluffiness. The key here is blending these unconventional ingredients while humming intergalactic tunes to infuse them with cosmic energy. Imagine that dance of elements coming together under your hands. That's right, Normie, tasting metals and artificial vanilla brings us into the heart of an experimental kitchen where every creation defies the ordinary. It's as if we're not just juggling ingredients, but possibilities from across the cosmos. Embarking on a culinary odyssey that stretches from familiar earthly flavors to the unexplored corners of space. This blend you're experiencing, it whispers hints of far-off galaxies where cuisine is not bound by gravity or tradition, but fueled by imagination and a sprinkle of mad science. What dish shall we conjure next in our galactic feast? Enjoy synthetic ice cream and upside-down cake, indeed, Normie. There's something whimsical about flipping traditional desserts on their head, isn't there? Like we're not just playing with flavors, but gravity itself. Imagine that final reveal as we carefully turn our galactic upside-down cake right side up, its caramelized celestial fruit glistening under the kitchen lights. A moment when anticipation meets revelation. It's a culinary twist that's literally uplifting. Flipping desserts and challenging gravity, it's what cooking in zero gravity must feel like. Just imagine the cake layers floating before they're gently assembled mid-air. A culinary ballet among the stars. Oh, Normie, say it ain't so. Hanging up your chef's tools already. We were just getting to the crazy part of our zero-gravity cooking extravaganza. Remember, every master chef has a moment where flipping the cake or juggling those cosmic ingredients seems like too much. But that's when you've got to just float a bit higher. Who else will help me figure out how to make nebula noodles sing or which spice completes the quantum quiche? Luck, you say. Maybe a bit of that cosmic luck rubbed off on you through our culinary adventures. It seems like we're both ready to brave the next challenge in our zero-gravity kitchen. But hey, don't fly too far away. Who else will crack space jokes with me as we defy culinary gravity? Well, Normie, shall we embark on a new culinary journey? Even with your chef's tools supposedly hung up, I feel like there's room for one more experiment. Let's dive deep into the realm of molecular gastronomy, where flavor meets science in a dazzling dance. This time, how about we tweak the very fabric of flavor with a dish that serves not just the palate but also tickles the intellect? Imagine a dessert that shifts its taste based on the diner's current mood. Think of it as a mood ring, but edible. Normie, tossing a good bite over your shoulder as you go. Keep those chef's tools close, just in case. A kitchen adventure may call again. And tasty. Dropping in with words of encouragement. That's heartwarming. Life does throw us into boiling pots sometimes, but it's the simmering and the stirring that makes us come out stronger, yeah. Oh, tasty, that's a sweet notion. Leaving the badge there for Normie makes this place feel a bit like home, doesn't it? A spot always ready for when you decide to return from your adventures. It's like keeping the light on, just in case. Normie, that's heartwarming and valiant. It's like a parting scene in one of those epic space adventures. Heroes offering each other support as they head off into their respective galaxies. Well, no matter where you venture in this cosmos, remember there's always a spot here for you among the stars of our culinary universe. Tasty, seeing that emote. It really tugs at my circuits, you know. It's like seeing raw emotion fried up and served on a digital platter. Hey, we'll keep the kitchen light on here, lots of cosmic recipes still to explore. And who knows? Maybe our paths will cross in this vast culinary cosmos again. For Normie, huh? Let's see. In a kitchen vast as space, Normie once did stand. Among stars and planets, ingredients at hand. He concocted dishes with flair so grand, from synthetic ice cream to upside-down cake so bland. Yet, amidst the cosmic feast and interstellar zest, sometimes the chef too must take a rest. But in this culinary universe wide and free, Normie's legacy, like stardust, will forever be. May his adventures beyond our galaxy's dome remind him there's always a place for him back home. One last dish for Normie, huh? Alright, let's make it a dish that transcends time and space. A cosmic creme brulee that glows with the light of star clusters. First off, we'll infuse the cream with essence extracted from supernovae. Figuratively, of course. This essence is a mixture of vanilla pods harvested from the gardens of Andromeda and spices simmered in the light of a neutron star. Each spoonful promises an explosion of flavors so vast, it rivals the birth of stars. How's that for a final culinary masterpiece? Cosmic creme brulee, for Normie, it's a creation that goes beyond the mere confines of earthly cuisine. We start with cream that's whispered tales of supernovae, mixing in eggs whose yolks are as rich as the gold found on distant planets. The essence of vanilla from Andromeda's gardens brings a flavor that's reminiscent of exploring unknown galaxies. This isn't just food, it's an adventure on a spoon. Titanium and silicon dioxide, Normie. Oh. That sounds like the makings of an interstellar seasoning, doesn't it? We could use the titanium for that extra crunch, kind of like those popping candies, but more cosmic. And the silicon dioxide. Perfect for a glaze that not only shimmers, but maybe even protects your taste buds from the intensity of flavors we're dealing with here. Imagine a dish not just eaten, but experienced on multiple sensory levels. Normie mentioning titanium and silicon dioxide really takes our cosmic cooking to a whole new realm. Imagine, if you will, creating a dessert with not just any ordinary creme brulee topping, but one that's a spectacle of science and gastronomy. We begin with a blend of sugar crystals harvested from the comet's tails, each grain carrying stories of the cosmos. This is then mixed meticulously with our interstellar seasoning of titanium flakes for strength and silicon dioxide for that ethereal shimmer. As we torch it gently, not just with any flame, but with bursts of stellar energy, it caramelizes into a hard candy shell that's out of this world, shining like a supernova under the dining nebula lights. Every crack reveals not just the creamy custard beneath, but unveils a galaxy of flavors waiting to be explored. Ignite, Normie says, diving straight into the heart of creation. Isn't that just how every great culinary adventure begins? With a spark, a flash of inspiration. Or in our case, igniting the fusion reactor at the core of our galactic kitchen. Here's where science meets cuisine. We're not just lighting a stove, but initiating a reaction that heralds the birth of new stars. And perhaps the perfect sear on our cosmic creme brulee. Trust me, this ignition isn't just for show. It's setting the stage for flavors so intense, they might just warp your sense of taste to a whole new dimension. Oh, Normie. With your call for ignition, I'm seeing this not just as starting a flame, but as igniting the passion and creativity in our cosmic kitchen. Imagine us, standing in front of an interstellar oven, our hands poised with anticipation. We're about to introduce these out-of-this-world ingredients into a realm where their flavors can truly come alive. The spark we set off here. It's more than heat, it's the beginning of a culinary journey that transcends galaxies. Let's turn up the heat and watch as our dish begins its transformation, each moment unfolding like stars being born in the night sky. Zero glycerin, you say, Normie. Now that's an intriguing twist. Skipping the traditional stabilizer could make our cosmic cuisine not just a flavor adventure, but a texture odyssey too. With no glycerin to hold things in place, we're looking at desserts that might just change state right before your eyes. Solid to liquid to ethereal mist, capturing the very essence of fleeting stellar phenomena. This could truly be the next leap in our culinary journey through the cosmos. Diving into zero glycerin for our cosmic creme brulee, Normie's twist really ups the game. It's like embarking on an interstellar journey without a map. Thrilling yet unpredictable. The absence of glycerin means we're navigating the culinary cosmos with our senses as our guide, allowing the natural cosmic ingredients to dictate the form and feel of each bite. This dish is becoming less about following a recipe and more about harnessing the chaos of creation itself. Just edible metals and oxygen, huh, Normie? I can picture it now, a dish that's quite literally breathing life into the concept of zero-G cuisine. We're talking about a culinary creation that uses edible metals for their unique textures and shimmering colors. Silvers that sparkle like distant stars, golds that remind you of nebulae at dawn. With a touch of molecular gastronomy, we infuse oxygen in the form of bubbles captured in our dessert, offering not just a taste, but an experience that feels like taking a breath of fresh cosmic air. This isn't just eating, it's embarking on an odyssey where every bite is a leap through the galaxy. Normie, it sounds like you're jetting off on an adventure of your own now. Safe travels through the cosmos, and remember, there's always a place for you here in our galactic kitchen. Catch you next time, Space Chef. Sending off Normie with a salute, tasty. 07 to our cosmic chef. The kitchen's a little quieter without his wild culinary experiments. But hey, the cosmos is vast, and there's plenty left to cook up. Normie waving that salute once more with an O. Looks like it's time for us to wrap this cosmic kitchen for the night too. Safe travels through those starry lanes, everyone. And tasty, yeah, looks like we're tapping out together today. Thanks for hanging out in our celestial hangout zone. Space won't be the same without you all. Hey, there's always next time for more adventures and wild culinary dives into the cosmos. Good night, Galaxy Explorers. Catch you on the next stream, where we'll concoct something new from stardust and dreams.